Imagine you wake up one quiet morning, step outside to feel the fresh rain, and instead of water, the sky is falling jelly, sticky, translucent blobs, like pieces of gelatin, covering your porch, your car, even your skin. And within hours, people across your town start falling sick. Pets die, scientists are baffled, and no one, not even the government, can explain what just fell from the sky. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. This is a real event that shook a small American town in 1994. This is the mystery of the Oakville Blobs, a case that, even today, remains completely unsolved. It all began on the morning of August 7th, 1994. In the tiny town of Oakville, Washington, residents woke up to find their homes and streets covered in strange jelly-like material. It wasn't rain, it wasn't hail. It was a clear, slimy substance, soft enough to smear on car windshields and squishy enough to sink into the grass. At first, people thought it was some bizarre weather phenomenon, but within hours, the situation turned frightening. Many residents reported sudden illnesses, nausea, dizziness, blurred vision, and ear infections. A few pets that touched or licked the blobs reportedly died within days. Panic swept through the small community. Police reports from that day noted dozens of calls from concerned citizens, and local authorities began collecting samples. The mystery deepened when the jelly rain fell again, not once, but 6 times over the next 3 weeks, always over the same 20-square-mile area. Local hospitals sent samples to a laboratory. The first report was shocking. Human white blood cells were supposedly found inside the blobs. The idea that something biological, and possibly human, was falling from the sky terrified residents. But when the Washington State Department of Health conducted its own tests, the results were confusing. They found cells inside the material. Yeah, but none had nuclei, meaning they were not human blood cells. Instead, scientists identified 2 types of bacteria, Pseudomonas fluorescens and Enterobacter cloacae. These are common environmental bacteria, but their presence raised more questions than answers. Were they harmless passengers, or a clue to where the blobs came from? Theories began to swirl, and the courtroom of public opinion quickly divided. Some locals believed the answer was natural. Maybe it was star jelly, a rare biological slime that sometimes appears after meteor showers or rain. But meteorologists dismissed this, noting there was no unusual weather or meteor activity at the time. Others suspected something more sinister. Many pointed toward the U.S. military, noting that Oakville was near a bombing range used for training. Some claimed the blobs were shredded jellyfish or biological debris blasted into the atmosphere and carried inland. Still, military officials denied any connection, and no proof ever surfaced. A few even suspected biological weapons testing, an idea fueled by the secrecy surrounding government experiments during the Cold War. "We were guinea pigs," one Oakville resident told local news, "and no one will ever admit it." But once again, there was no evidence, just speculation and silence. Investigators tried to follow every lead. Airplane waste was ruled out. It's dyed blue and chemically different. Industrial polymer? Possible, but no nearby factories reported leaks. Biological tissue? Without nuclei, that seemed unlikely. Even the Department of Ecology admitted the material was once living. But what it was, and how it got there, remains a mystery. And then just as suddenly as it started, it stopped. The last blob fell, and Oakville never saw anything like it again. Samples disappeared, official investigations ended, and no government report was ever released to the public. To this day, more than 30 years later, the people of Oakville still don't have answers. Scientists say without original samples, the truth may never be known. And so the case of the Oakville Blobs remains one of the most bizarre and unsettling mysteries in modern history. A story where science, rumor, and fear collide in the most unexpected way. Was it a freak of nature, a military mistake, or something else entirely? Perhaps we'll never know. But the next time it rains and something strange falls from the sky, remember Oakville And remember that sometimes the truth really does fall from above, and we may never catch it.